Hi everyone, it's Alexa and I'm back for another monthly recap. Can you guys believe that February is already over? Seriously, I have no idea where this year is going. I was saying that yesterday on Twitter and I'm just like, I feel like I just blinked and February was over. Cheers! It is actually very early in the morning right now for me. I don't normally wake up this early, but I thought since I did today, on the last day of February, I would film my recap. Okay, so cheers, coffee. Let's see. Usually in my recap, I tell you guys a little bit about what happened last month. So in Feb, I got to go to a couple of signings, which was really fun. I actually got to bring my sister to one, which was amazing because I know she's a huge fan of Jennifer Armentrout, and to have her be able to meet Jen was amazing. I also got to attend an event for Heather Demetrios, which was also awesome. I loved her debut novel, Something Real, which you should read if you have not yet. Um, and I also attended another signing at Books of Wonder for Dan Crocus, Alexandra Bracken, Megan Spooner, and Amy Kaufman, where I snagged a finished copy of These Broken Stars. And I just recently attended the big Marissa Mayer event at Books of Wonder. I finally got to meet Marissa after years of trying to, and it was seriously the most surreal experience of my life, especially since I was in a Red Riding Hood. Okay, so let me take a sip of coffee first. Okay, so before anything else, I am going to tell you guys, ooh, my alarm rang. I'm supposed to be waking up now. I will be telling you guys my favorite reads from February. First of all, I'm going to mention the book that I'm reading right now because I have a feeling it's going to become a favorite. It's Love and Chaos by Gemma Verghese. And I just really adore this series. It's the Brooklyn Girls series. I feel like a lot of people haven't read it. And yes, it's a little bit unbelievable, and yes, it's a little fluffy, but it's so good. It's about five 20-something friends trying to make their way in New York City. Aside from that, one of the first sets of books that I read this month was the two books that are out in the His Fair Assassin series, Grave Mercy and Dark Triumph. And oh my gosh, you guys, I am sincerely blown away by how much I love them. I was very surprised. Well, no, just kidding. I wasn't really surprised because I kind of knew I was going to like them based on the elements in the book. Both are about girls who were trained at a convent to be assassins. They're daughters of death, and basically, aside from the whole overarching plot that involves a lot of political intrigue and maneuvering and occasionally a kidnapping or war or battle or two, each girl has their own story. In the first book, it's about Ismay, and in the second book, it's about Sabella, and the third book, which is out later this year, is about Annette. So it should be fun. You guys should definitely check out that series if you have not yet, especially if you're a fantasy fan. Okay, aside from that, I also read another series I binge read, and this one I binge read with Judith. I mentioned it in my last monthly recap video, and it is the Fire and Thorn series, and oh my goodness, Judith and I are super, super obsessed. I've read the first book before, but rereading it was just such a fun experience, and then being able to read straight into the second and third was amazing. I love the way Rae Carson created her world. I loved the story. I loved her characters, especially Hector and Eliza. I just love that series so much, and I will sincerely book push it on anyone who has not read it yet because it is amazing. The writing is amazing. The romance is amazing. Pretty much every single darn thing about it is amazing. Just saying, guys. So yes, grab the series if you haven't yet. It's 3 books: The Girl of Fire and Thorns, The Crown of Embers, and The Bitter Kingdom, all by Rae Carson. Aside from that, I also read a standalone that actually kind of really stood out to me, and it's probably because it was a fairy tale retelling. It was called While Beauty Slept, and it is by Elizabeth Blackwell, and it is such an, I don't know, it's such an accurate historical retelling of the Sleeping Beauty fairy tale. I really enjoyed it. I was kind of surprised because I didn't know what to expect going in, so yes, I would highly recommend that one. I also read a chick lit type book, and it was the kind of book that made me think, which I really loved. It's The Theory of Opposites by Alison Wynne Scotch, and I really enjoyed that one, guys. If you're in the market for like a book that'll make you reevaluate and think about your life, then that's a good one. And I also finally read Attachments by Rainbow Rowell, and I really liked it. I love the format, I really like Lincoln, and I just did not expect an ending at all, which is probably the best part. Okay, next. On the blog for the past month, I've had a couple of events. I had the Under the Never Sky readathon with Nina, which I did not succeed at, sadly. I still need to read that series. I also hosted the Book Blogger Loveathon with Caitlin, which was so much fun, and I'm so thankful to everyone who joined, who was at the Twitter chats, who donated to our giveaways. It was seriously just an amazing experience, and I'm so excited to do it again. I hope you guys join us next year. I also had the Beauty and the Beast event that I co-hosted with Raquel and Sharon, which was so much fun. Just talking about Beauty and the Beast makes me happy because it's one of my favorite Disney movies and fairy tales ever. Okay, so for March, what's upcoming for me? I am going to be reading a bunch of books because I just finished cataloging all the books I still have to read, like the ones I own, the ones from the library, the ones for review, and it is cray up in here. So now I feel the need to read. What I'm looking forward to the most, I am looking forward to Side Effects May Vary by Julie Murphy because it's been getting really good responses from most of the bloggers I trust. I am also looking forward to 4 Friends by Robin Carr because it's about 4 friends, and seriously, most of my groups of friends consist of 4 people, so that's pretty awesome. I am also excited about reading, what do I want to pick? I'm also excited about reading The Secret Side of Empty by Maria Andrew. If you guys haven't heard of that one, it actually involves like a girl who's dealing with an immigration thing, which is something that's pretty close to my heart because I know a lot of people in that same or similar situation, so that's pretty exciting. I am also excited to read Moth and Spark. I am a sucker for fantasy, and I haven't read an adult fantasy in a while, so that'll be fun. And last but not least, I think I am going to mention... I feel like I should drumroll that. I am excited to read Love Letters to the Dead because by Ava Delara. I hope I said that. Delara. Yeah, I'm excited about that one because the premise seems so unique, and I can't wait to read those letters. On the blog, I actually am taking a break from events. Thank goodness. But I will be going to a few signings this month, so that's pretty exciting. There's also the big Teen Author Festival happening on the 3rd week of March, and it's going to be a bunch of different events at the New York Public Library, McNally Jackson, Barnes & Noble, and Union Square, and Books of Wonder. So if you guys decide to come to any of the events, which I will be listing below, please say hi. I always like meeting new friends and new bloggers. So that's pretty much all I've got for you guys for February. It has been a cold month, but hopefully the cold will now disappear because it's almost spring, and I really hope it brings warmer weather. So if you guys have any thoughts on the books that I mentioned in this video or about the month of Feb and just feel like sharing, please feel free to leave a comment on the blog or on this video and to like the video. Alright, bye guys! Till next month! Or well, till my next Stacking the Shelves.